I'm Susan DeMara, the Director of CareNet of Carbon County. So many people in the community don't even know what we do. We offer a number of free services for the people in our area. Anything and everything from pregnancy tests, pregnancy education, options, parenting, relationship skills, anger management. We cover a lot.
So in corporate America, it's also polished and also finessed. At CareNet, we take a slightly different approach. We sit around a kitchen table under a fluorescent light on mismatched chairs, and we work through the business of CareNet and trying to understand how we can better provide services to our clients and to our community, because at CareNet, lives are changed.
Everyone that's there, all the staff, all the volunteers, they're not silver or bronze, they're gold.
I've been with CareNet for at least 10 years. The reason that attracted me to CareNet was just to see the good work that has been done here.
CareNet is not only here to save babies, it's also here to save the moms and dads.
I've seen so many girls that were pregnant and didn't know where to turn, people that are having problems with parenting, problems with relationships, and it's been phenomenal to see lives changed, to see relationships restored, marriages restored, and to see the children and sometimes now grandchildren. It's just been a great, great ministry to be here.
There's nobody who can help an alcoholic or an addict like an alcoholic or an addict who's gone through recovery. I've been sober for 17 years now, and I had my own serious issues. When I came here, one of the things that I noticed right away is that a lot of what we do at CareNet is work with people and talk with people who've had the same issue. People have come in with real anger issues. They come in with legal issues, very troubled home lives. Addiction is a big part of the story for a lot of them. They may not know where to turn, but they could come to CareNet in any situation or whatever their background is, and they can find someone who is going to listen and care and be accepting.
We do see God work miracles, I would say every day.
My name is Christopher Patton. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I was in a rough spot, about to go to prison or end up dead on the street with the way I was living my life. Did some time in the county jail and got out, decided to change my life. Messed up another time in my life, so I felt like when I messed up this last time, that was the last time. So I had to pray to God, Lord, please keep my path straight. Don't let me veer off. And then I met Amber.
My name is Amber Patton. When I was younger, my life was really hectic and I chose to drink a lot and got into drugs and stuff. I was 17 when I first came to CareNet. I had actually stopped in for a pregnancy test. I fell in love with Susie once we met, and then they helped a lot with baby clothes, food, strollers, cribs, everything we could possibly need. Miss Susie was there through a lot of different rough times in my life. When I was pregnant with my third child, my little 4-year-old daughter, everyone was trying to talk me into giving her up for adoption, and she was actually the only one that agreed with me to keep her and to give her a chance to have a loving mom just like my other 2 kids, and that's what I chose. A few years ago, I came back to Christ and met my husband.
We were having a birthday party, and her daughter and my daughter were best friends in school. Had no idea who I met at first, and walked outside and met my wife. We're young parents in the midst of it, in a blended family, and we needed a lot more education. CareNet had it all. Any kind of mishap, any struggles in your life, CareNet provides it.
Even the stuff that we learn in our classes is all biblically based, and it actually helped me a lot to learn the importance of waiting until marriage. So then when we got married, we actually did it God's way, and now we've been married for 2 years.
I've been able to become more of a godly man for my family and a godly husband, a godly father.
Our daughters are doing a lot better even in their relationship with each other. We learn a lot of stuff from the parenting classes that we do at CareNet, and our lives are going really good, way different than what our lives were before God, before CareNet.
Many of the people that come into CareNet are very, very broken in so many ways. And I can definitely relate to them because by the time I reached adulthood, I was completely and utterly broken. I came from a very abusive past, grew up without the love of a mother or a father. I was into drugs, alcohol, and one abusive relationship after another. And that's part of the reason I do what I do at CareNet. It wasn't until I finally surrendered my life to the Lord that God began to change my life and began to use me in ways that I never dreamed possible. There are so many success stories from CareNet, and one is Caitlin. Her story is a great one.
My name's Caitlin. I was a heroin meth addict since the age of around probably 14, 15. In and out of incarceration. I got pregnant with my daughter when I was 15. I got to a point where I was tired. I asked God to come into my life and help me change my way of living. I first came to CareNet for parenting classes with my oldest daughter. She's just turned 13. Through that, I found I was pregnant. Really don't have much of a support system through their fathers, so I needed the extra support system to make the right decision because I knew I wanted to keep the baby. I knew it was going to be hard, but I knew with CareNet that I'd have the extra help that I need. Since coming to CareNet, I'm going on 4 years in recovery off of heroin meth addiction. I was able to get my own apartment, move into a nice house now. I regained custody of both of my children. Sometimes I sit and think that we all have like an angel here on earth, and I really feel like Susie is it. I'm grateful for my freedom. I'm able to raise my children alone as a single mother. I read the Bible every day. It was like a New Year's resolution. 1 year Bible, I'm almost done. I just have a lot more confidence in myself about how I raise my children. And I mean, I have rough days, but at the end of the day, when I go to bed, I truly feel happy.
Clients come from different sources. Some are court-ordered that they need to take an anger management course. Some come because they've scared themselves. Some come just because they want self-improvement. Our approach is very simple. We use God's principles, fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, faithfulness, self-control. Even a non-believer can take those and grasp those and work with them. As these fruits start to grow, not only does it take care of anger, but it takes care of all these other areas in your life. It's a God thing that just spreads, and that's really what it's all about.
I am Alizé Jackson, and I'm a client. I go there for my anger management, couple counseling, and I'm only 20 years old, and I am pregnant for the second time. CareNet has changed me tremendously. I was very nervous about starting off, and they really helped me. They helped me understand patience. The bad things has the good things at the end of the day, and you'll realize them. It might take longer than what you want, but they always come through. No matter what comes my way, there's always a positive. Every time I walk out of the office, I learn something new, and it's always something to better me.
The staff at CareNet are amazing. They care about you, they care about others.
It's just an amazing atmosphere. They are so wonderful.
They have a real love for people, or they wouldn't be doing what they're doing.
It's just such a privilege to be a part of CareNet.
It's a great place to volunteer.
It's changed my life just helping other people. I mean, when you help other people, you feel good about yourself and that you're really accomplishing something.
Everybody there is so loving, so helpful.
It is like a family coming together. We're all different. We all come from different avenues, but we all join under the one principle that we're here to save lives, help each other find our way along our life's journey.
I just feel privileged to even have some of these people on board of CareNet. We had someone that anonymously donated an ultrasound to us. We worked on getting the ultrasound room ready. We've done a lot to prepare it, and we weren't getting a doctor, and we weren't getting a doctor. And I came to the place with, okay, God, I guess, this isn't going to happen. And then somebody asked their doctor if he would be interested in coming on board CareNet to do obstetrical ultrasound, and he said yes. And so we're very excited to have Dr. Molders and his wife Kim coming on board so that we can offer free obstetrical limited ultrasound. So we're very excited about this. I can hardly believe it myself.
You see, the world is in such turmoil. We always are looking at how we can be different from each other. The reality is at CareNet, we come together. How can we work? How can we serve people in our community, independent of their socioeconomic background, independent upon their educational status? Every person has that intrinsic value.
People come in and they're treated here with love and kindness. And I think that creates an atmosphere of trust where they're not afraid to open up.
To be able to work with volunteers who sacrifice so much of their time and energy and talents to help others.
It means an opportunity to really help hurting people. I think that's what life is all about. It's not about money, it's not about things, it's about real life.
The biggest thing at CareNet is love.
I actually had a client one time come in and he said when he walks through the doors of CareNet, it was like somebody was dumping a bucket of love on him. He could sense the Spirit of God moving in this place. That's rare.
I have to say the transformations I've seen, it's really because of God.
Clients come in at times and they have the weight of the world on their shoulders. But then when you can sit down with them one-on-one and break things down, things lift.
I see them going, okay, it's all going to be okay. I can do this.
CareNet to me is just this beautiful place where people that often from the world would be pushed aside, but when they come through the doors of CareNet, they're seen as valuable people, people that can make a difference, people that are worthwhile investing in.
The days there may not be perfect, the stories are hard, but at the end of the day, because of Jesus' love, we know that God has used us to help people and to bring them hope. I often say to myself, what would all these people do without CareNet?
Everybody gets nervous when you ask for help. People don't want to ask for help. But with them, you can ask them for anything and you can get the help.
I would say to anyone in any bad situation that CareNet can help you, whether it's drugs, alcohol, issues with childhood, marriage, godly questions.
CareNet will supply. We'll always have somebody that you could call or somebody you could talk to.
I know I can rely on them for really anything. Phone call if I'm struggling, if I'm having a hard day.
CareNet will be there no matter what.
Come with me one day and you'll see. You'll feel it. Your life will change.
At CareNet, we need your help. Every life is valuable to us, and we know every life is valuable to God. And everyone who comes through the center, we want to be able to help them.
Many of you have been monthly donors. We thank you so much. We could not do this without you. If you haven't been a monthly donor in the past, we invite you to consider doing that. That information will be at the bottom of your screen, how you can partner with CareNet and how we can together make a difference in the lives of our clients and the lives of our communities. So on behalf of the board, thank you so much. We could not do this without you.